What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Alex from Alex's Innovations, and today we're hiking up a mountain. I am hiking up Gore Mountain. It is the largest ski resort and lodging situation in upstate New York. I am starting this hike at 9 o'clock in the morning. It is a 9.4 mile hike, although people have commented saying they've logged 10 miles, so we'll call it a 10-mile hike for the video title. Today I will be vlogging my journey, including what I brought, what I'm wearing, what I'm eating, and all of the incessant thoughts that are running through my head. Today I'm doing Schaefer Trail, which is like the one hiking trail that takes you all the way up, I think. Wish me luck. There's going to be some construction on the trail, so I should look out for any obstacles. And also, it's important to register. If I get lost in this mountain in 2 hours, they're gonna know that I'm up there. So this is just sign your name to make sure that people know where you are. I also want to discuss what to do to prepare for a hike like this, especially if you're walking alone. The first thing I suggest is to obviously Google the trail. I use alltrails.com. It's an amazing crowdsourced but verified website where people can upload trail maps and they can leave reviews and you know the elevation gain. Then I download the trail from AllTrails as a GPX track, and then I stick that on Strava, which is an app that is used for primarily running and bicycle riding, but you can also do a bunch of other things like hiking. So I put it on Strava, and from Strava I can download the trail to my phone, so I don't need a GPS connection to see the trail. I also Google the mountain, and I also Google the name of the trail and find a trail map, so I have like a photo of the trail map. Finally, I make sure to tell my parents where I'm going so they all know where I am. I say like how long it's gonna be, how long I think I'm gonna be out, and if they don't hear from me like every 2 hours or so, to notify the authorities. Another thing I do is to know the color of the trail that you're going. So Schaefer Trail is blue, and I know this because there are a bunch of blue foot trail circle thingies on each of the trees, and so like whenever you're on the trail, you should actively be looking for the blue ones. Don't just walk and follow the ground, because you might get lost from like other people doing that and then walking themselves like into a tree. The final thing I do for safety is I always carry pepper spray. It is legal to have, it is just illegal to ship to some states. So check your regulations in your state. Highly consider getting it. It's like $10. Obviously it's not gonna help if a 300-pound man jumps on top of you, but it's good for the peace of mind and also good to disable him for a little bit while you can run away. So here's the trail map. It's always good to have one of these like saved on your phone or a print copy if you have access to a printer, because I'd say not all the parks have this map, and even if the parks do have this map, you'll notice this is where I parked. The Schaefer Trail is blue, so we're traveling, and then it goes off the map. It is very muddy from the rain that we've had a couple days ago, and it's just been continually raining. So when you hike, make sure you have good hiking shoes, ones that will keep you from slipping. All right, we got a whole stream situation happening over here. This is all running downhill, so we get to hop on the rocks and try not to die. I did not know there was going to be waterfalls in this hike. Should have done more research. But I hear the waterfalls. I have to get from here down there, and the only way to do that is to go down these rocks. We're gonna have a fun rock scrambling moment right here. Guys were looking at me a little weirdly. But little do they know, I have a YouTube channel, and you all subscribe and watch my videos. We are 2 miles in, 52 minutes into our journey, and I have so far climbed about 100 flights of stairs, or 1,000 feet of elevation gain. I am hungry. Before I eat, I want to show you what I brought to eat. It's gonna look like I brought a lot of food, which I did, but I'm also going to be burning a lot of calories, as one does. when one hikes up a mountain. So I'll give you a warning when I put caloric information, and if you don't want to see it, look away. All right, so first I have one street taco, a Capri Sun, trail mix, a turkey sandwich, 2 bananas, count them, 2 more trail mix. I'm going to be putting caloric information on the screen. If you don't want to see it, look away. In 3, 2, 1. There's the caloric information. On the left, you'll see how much calories I burned based off of my watch, which calculates my calories burned based on my body weight and height. If you are of a similar build or height or weight, you can use that information. And then on the right is the calories added up of all of this that I just showed you, and then you can see the difference. I have no idea how many calories I'm gonna burn until after I finish this hike. I can only have an estimate. So there you go, caloric information's now away. Please return your eyes to the screen if you haven't already. I brought 1 gallon of water, which is 2 liters almost. So I think I'm going to have 1 trail mix right now and some water. I'll have more as the day progresses. You also might be wondering, what did I bring? I'll tell you. I brought my backpack, because backpacks are important to carry all your things. Next, I brought 1 gallon of water. It's a little dirty at the bottom, but never fear, the inside is clean. I also brought another liter of water, but it's chilling in the car. Because I might be thirsty. I brought my food, which I showed you. I brought bug spray. I brought sunglasses to be even cooler than I currently am. I brought pepper spray. I brought some paper towels, because I'm gonna need to use the bathroom during this 10-mile journey. And I will need toilet paper and a hat. In terms of the fit, I'm wearing shoes. These are hiking shoes. They're from Keen. These are stellar. I got them when I was 14. Still kicking. Additionally, I'm wearing long socks. Woo! Representing my university and my immaculate fashion sense. In addition, I'm wearing shorts. These are 2-in-1 compression shorts, and they have pockets to hold your phone. I got them for $8.19 at Dick's Sporting Goods. On top, I have a synthetic moisture wicking shirt. This trail mix is busting. Oh, I dropped a peanut. Forgot to say, but my socks are about 80% dry at mile 2. I'll keep you guys updated as the day progresses. I also brought a portable battery and also a charging cable for my phone and also a charging cable for my watch. Alrighty, we have summit of Gore Mountain, 3.6 miles. We are currently 2.18 miles in. Wait a second, 5.8 miles. I really thought it was 5. Okay, I guess we are going a little bit longer then. Or I was just walking in circles a lot because I kept trying to figure out how to get across the brook, so that might have added a couple extra tenths of a mile, but no worries. I accidentally fell in some mud, so I think I made a wrong turn somewhere, because this is like fully a pond. That's where I came from. And I really can't go either of these ways. I think the right way is here because I see some sort of trail action, so let's see if that's the right way. That is where I need to go. And there happens to be an entire stream in the way. There is this loggy boy, which I do see some flattened grass right here, so I think someone has done the same and then just kind of looped around. After that pond situation, I fully think it's time for a snacky. We are currently at a little over 3.5 miles, 150 flights of stairs climbed, or 1,500 feet of elevation. There's my banana, and here are my shoes. My shoes are about 10% dry. I stepped in another mud pile, so now it looks like I just had really explosive diarrhea on the trail. But no worries, onward we forge. We're about 4 miles in, according to my watch, and it just goes like straight up. The path is that away. So it's definitely gonna get steeper before we get to enjoy the view and our turkey sandwich. I don't know how to properly convey how steep this is, but like, I am standing straight and behind me, that's like 8 feet away. If you draw like a triangle, like, can you imagine how steep that hypotenuse is? On the other side, this is down. So I'm standing like this and you can see the tops of trees, you know, close-ish. I'll say 20 feet up. If I film sideways, you can see the slope of the mountain is pretty much like that. Mathematics. Pay attention in school, kids, because math really pays off. Look at this rock, it's just covered in moss. Like, how few people have been here to like appreciate this. Look at that. Isn't that marvelous? Look at this situation. It looks like a coral reef and a moss rock. Look, the moss has like little spikes. And it's this whole thing. I've never seen something like this before. Okay, since this is like a ski resort, there is actually roads here and stuff. This is very towards the top of the mountain. There's free wood and what I'm looking for, which is the trail marker to the summit. That's where I'm going. Definitely less muddy road. Give my poor legs a break. I think it's time to break out the sunglasses. I don't see any trees, so I can rest easy knowing I'm going to look even cooler than I already do. Wow, really starving looks to the southern Adirondacks. This has to be like a ski trail. I see the snowmaker. This is so steep. You can't even see what's there at the top. I see wheel marks. I have no idea how a car does this. I am struggling. I just found out that I have done 2,000 feet. Oh, look at that view. I've done 2,000 feet of elevation gain. We're 4.26 miles up. Well, some of the mountains are bald at the top. It's all rocks, they're not bald. Is it time for a thumbnail? I want to get a thumbnail of me pointing to a mountain and being like, wow, but they seem so small here. I can't get a picture of me with the mountain I'm currently climbing. And we're not done yet. The summit is still that away. I see the ski lifts. This is if you were to go skiing here, you would hop in one of those chairs and they'd take you to the top. And then you can ski down. The view is wonderful, but I am struggling too much to enjoy it. So instead you get to look at me struggling and the view behind me. All the way in the distance, you can see a little lodge. I think that mountain is called Little Gore Mountain. This one's just Gore Mountain. I think they ran out of names. I'm so close to the top, but every time I tell myself that, it's not the top. So I brought all this water, so I'm gonna take a break and enjoy it and look at the mountains. Now noticing that the ski lift has a ladder. I'm not saying I would, but like it's entirely possible that I could just shimmy up this ladder and have a little lookout. I'm not saying I'm going to, but wouldn't it be funny if I did? Okay, I got about 20 feet up and then realized my shoes are still slippery from the mud, and also I got scared, so I came back down. We did it! This is the top. That's where I started, and that's where we are. I'm gonna head down. Maybe have some more snacks halfway down, but I've explored. I passed people for the first time today. There were about 7 of them, all adults, and they all looked like they were struggling too, so I'm not the only one who's struggling to make it up that last part of hill. My toes are kind of getting squished at the bottom of my shoes, but that's because my socks are wet. I'm on this downhill and I accidentally slipped on a rock and put my hand out to brace the fall and somehow slightly cut the knuckle on the thumb. I won't show it, but in that case you pour water over it and hope for the best. So this is another good reason why you should bring more water than you think you need. Do you see there's 1 bump and then 2 bumps and it's wet too, which means I'm gonna have to not fall down. I saw a Ford pickup truck pass me. You're telling me a Ford truck? Whoa. You're telling me a truck went down this hill? Woo! Oh my god. I am slipping and I am sliding. Woo. Woo. I keep going to stop filming and every time I go to stop I slip. So if I do slip I want to catch it on camera because I think it would be funny. Woo! Okay, it's mostly evened out. It's still downhill, but now it's like steady downhill. Okay, this is all downhill. This is somehow gonna be worse, I think, going downhill. Woo! I hope I'm still alive by the end of this. Going back into the forest. My shoes are wet again. I just saw a frog. I don't see him now. Maybe I'll try and coax him out with this stick. Come out, wherever you are. Where are you? Maybe he's tired. Oh, I see him. He's right there. You guys see him? Say hello to Alex's Innovations. This is the most famous frog ever. Ski Bowl Trailhead is where I started, so it says 2.2 miles left. Currently I've done 7.5 miles, so from the top of the mountain, that's 2.5 miles. So you might recall the sign on the other side said 3.6 miles. I think that's wrong. I think it would be 2.5. I think someone needs to remeasure that. Anyway, 2.5 miles left to go. It's still muddy. Shoes are still wet. I might also just take a water break. Maybe a banana and or trail mix break. Because I'm kind of hungry again. I'll take these with me on the road because I'm getting antsy and I want to get back to the car because I'm kind of tired. Okay, we're almost done. Look at this tiny guy. My finger for scale. Look how small he is. I got lost again by the waterfall, even though I had done it once, which makes me think that this trail needs better markers. If you do end up going on the Schaefer Trail at Gore Mountain, make sure you have double and triple checked that you have your trail maps downloaded, because those are very helpful. You might be wondering, how do I stay sane climbing up a mountain? I don't listen to any music going up, and then on the way down, sometimes I listen to music, sometimes I don't. This time I did, because it was a longer hike, but if I'm doing like a 6-mile hike or a 3-mile hike, I'm not that bored. I will drop my hiking playlist link in the description if you guys want to check it out. There's the map that didn't show 3/4 of this trail. I made it up there, and I made it back. Don't forget to check out, kids, to make sure that people know that you made it back safe. Alrighty, that's a wrap. These shoes are a little dirty. My socks are completely soaked through. I'll show the stats from this hike. I think the elevation's gonna be something like 2,600 feet. Overall, I'd give this hike a 7 out of 10. I'm gonna deduct 1.5 for poor labeling of the trail because I got lost a couple times, but I did appreciate other sections of the trail were marked. And the other 1.5 I'll deduct for it being really muddy, which isn't really anything that the trail makers can control, other than maybe like adding a log over the really muddy sections. I think this trail was, Gore calls it intermediate, but Strava and All Trails both called it hard or advanced. And I would definitely call this one advanced. Like, this was not an intermediate trail. Going up was definitely rough. Going down was rough because I fully slid and fell on my behind like 4 times. I have dirt to where my shorts start, and you saw how far up my shorts were in the beginning. I have like my bare foot propped up on my car door. I hope they don't think that's too weird or anything. Who do they care? There are no Alex's Innovations. My loyal viewers will understand. Go check out my Instagram, it's Alex Innovations. Smash that subscribe button to be in the loop for further things, all things Alex's Innovations. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to comment any questions that you had about this hike if you want any other vlogs. That's it. Signing off, everyone. Good night.